Welcome back, everyone, to Lose It Up with me, Heather. Today, we're going to dive into some weird head-scratching TikToks that I've reviewed. We're going to try something a little different. So let's get right into that.
Now this is interesting, Baba Vanga's top 3 predictions for 2024, and trust me, the first one will shock you, for those who don't know. Despite the blind Bulgarian mystic passing away in 1996, her predictions continue to intrigue many, especially given her record of 85% accuracy. Let's not forget she has predicted significant events, including 9/11, and even foresaw her own death a decade prior. Number 1, the fall of a powerful object from space to Earth, impacting a major city. This event is speculated to be either a meteor strike or a satellite crash.
Wait, didn't that happen?
Number 2, major earthquakes in mountainous regions such as the Andes, Himalayas, and Alps, areas where scientists have warned that quakes could be particularly devastating. Number 3, the assassination or unexpected...
Okay, wait. I'm going to pause it for a second because thought I just recently saw something about Mount Everest having earthquakes. Maybe my memory is not serving me well.
Expected death of a world leader, which could significantly impact international politics. The rise of populism and ongoing tensions contribute to high terrorist threats. Hold on for a second.
She reminds me of that story of Baba Yaga, but this is actually a real woman who was blind and a prophet. Yeah, that's a little mind-blowing. It's actually I think The Simpsons also, there's some prediction in The Simpsons about a world leader for 2024 as well.
The Earth could be much bigger than we thought. And you know what's really disturbing? I'll reveal it at the end. In recent years, there has been discussion about the Earth's actual shape, with some questioning whether it is spherical or flat. While some have suggested potential conspiracy theories exist, it's hypothesized that Earth could be much larger than we realize. The idea that only 7 continents exist seems limited. One proposal suggests Antarctica is actually a giant icy barrier hiding additional continents beyond. Hypothetically, if someone could traverse this frozen wall, they may discover 20 secret continents previously unknown. These mysterious lands have sparked ideas about prehistoric creatures, aliens, and advanced civilizations living there. Interestingly, one concept proposes the 7 continents we inhabit now are like a vast corporate farm owned and controlled by a small group of extremely wealthy families. These elites could originate from the enigmatic undiscovered continents. So, these are 2 very disturbing questions. Why do you think exploring Antarctica was banned? And do you know the truth that there is no real picture of the Earth? Every picture that's been released on Google or released from NASA is a 3D render.
Okay, how to be vague about this? I don't know. I don't believe a lot of the stuff that NASA puts out. I feel like we all have heard about the blue marble. It's a 3D rendering. This isn't out of the realm of possible. I'm not so sure on the elites thing. But the world being bigger than we know it to be is very plausible.
They show their true colors at award ceremonies.
Thank you. Thank you, but I am sorry I cannot, in good conscience, accept this award on behalf of Melissa McCarthy. I instead have chosen to give my time to a friend who has something very important to say.
Pay attention to how they react.
It's Johnny Two Feathers. While you enjoy tonight's show, I want you to think about something. The spot where you're sitting, every square foot of ground in this country was stolen from my ancestors. And after you stole it, you murdered them. So you'll forgive us if we do not laugh along. There is nothing funny about the extermination of a people.
He's obviously being serious.
The theater stinks of blood. That's all I have to say. Oh.
Johnny Two
Think
Feathers,
about it.
everybody. Johnny Two Feathers. Give him a wave, Johnny. Johnny, you know how to wave? All right. Well, Johnny Two Feathers.
That was horrendous. I don't even understand why there was laughter at that point. Like, what was that? How was that funny? Was that, I just wonder, like, was that video cut to portray that? Or did they really, like, sit there and laugh? Because if they did, there's truth to what he said. And that just shows you how delusional Hollywood is.
Did y'all ever see this photo that NASA put out of Earth in 2015? Now look a little more closely. Now before some of you tell me that I'm making this up, I got this directly from NASA's website, and it's still there. I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
Okay. We have the humor of a middle school boy. NASA. Oh my god.
Pay attention. This was about a year or two ago at the Panther Stadium. Just pay attention to how advanced AI technology is.
Oh my god, I'm gonna pause that for real quick. This looks so realistic. When people are talking about like them alien, like fake alien invasion theories, like it's not beyond the realm of possible with technology like this.
Do y'all see this? This even on the Carolina's Panthers website. Carolina unveils mixed reality Panther before the game. And then, you know, they got stuff like this too that's going on.
I don't know what that is, but that's something in the sky right there. Over here in Harlem.
That shit like very entertaining how like y'all can make shit seem like it is, but it's not there. I'm just saying y'all go put two and two together. Go look at the Project Bluebeam. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think about this shit in the comments. Follow me for more wisdom. Hit that plus button and stay tuned.
Okay, but that last bit was drones. That's a thing. Like, people put on light shows with drones. We've had that technology for a while now, I think. Several years.
So you see her hands go above her face once. Watch when they come back down.
I wanted to post screenshots of the AI filter coming off so people could see for a bit longer just how insane this is.
Watch her face glitch. Now watch her back tattoo disappear.
It's becoming more and more apparent that if you're a celebrity, you are at risk. Like, you will run a high risk of things happening to you. Yeah, because I mean, and there's like deep fakes are just out of control right now. Like anyone, there's so you can just be somebody else. So what's to say that that's not being used like AI alteration? I don't know. Let me know what you think.
Did you ever hear about the Grand Canyon theory?
No.
So the Grand Canyon, one of the world's wonders. There's a theory that the Grand Canyon holds something that none of us knew was there. So back in the 1850s, right? Yeah. The Grand Canyon was used to mine gold. When people started mining it, the gold index crashed because they found so much gold there. Okay. Now what happened was the government and the military, they closed it off and they made it a sanctuary so that nobody can just go there and then take whatever they want. There was this one guy, his name was Seth Tanner, and he was an explorer. He explored this one cave and he claims what he saw was ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics in one of the caves.
Oh, what did it say?
The Grand Canyon, it actually holds the lost city of El Dorado.
What?
Like, you know, the lost gold city of El Dorado.
Yeah, the whole city.
The whole city. So if you think about it, it's never found. That ancient tale that all of the natives talk about, the lost city, and the reason the government and the world is trying to keep it a secret is because it would crash the gold price.
I don't know about it crashing the gold price per se, although that's not out of the realm of possible. But it wouldn't be the first time that a government establishment has safeguarded an area. Another one that comes to mind I recently just read about was a pyramid in I'm going to butcher this name, Zayet Arian. If you haven't delved down that rabbit hole, it's worth it because it is a military establishment that no one is allowed to go to. But rumor has it is there is some interesting stuff about that pyramid, and I don't want to say too much on here about it, but Google it. Trust me, it's worth it. As far as like there being gold in the canyon, I've also heard that there was some kind of like they found Egyptian writing, and I think there's another theory or thesis, or maybe this was something that I had thought of, that you know, there's like that talk of like where did all the Mayan gold go to, and you know, like the city of El Dorado, that whole lore was sort of part of a story because it migrated into the northern parts of North America, but not necessarily completely north, but just into the canyon, the Grand Canyon, for safekeeping. And with it went other things like Egyptian stuff. There's a couple of dots to connect there if you ever want to dive down an interesting rabbit hole as far as where those items may have landed. Some even believe, some people believe it's the holding space for the Ark of the Covenant.
Want to know what you missed? Well, you're distracted by Jeffrey Epstein documents and G-Side in the Middle East and aliens in Miami. One of the world's most infamous conspiracy theories stopped being a theory. And I am talking about the McDonald's ice cream conspiracy. And oh boy, is it bigger and more sinister than you might think. And this case is direct evidence, proof even, that corporations engage in conspiracies for their benefit against us. And this one's fun and it's spicy. So I'm going to briefly catch you up on the basics of the McDonald's ice cream conspiracy theory, and then I'm going to fill you in on the new lawsuit that sheds light on what's really going on. And this one goes right to the top, to emails sent by CEOs. So I'm sure you know that McDonald's is famous for having their ice cream machines down all the time. And it became so common throughout the 2010s that it became a meme. Mainstream news outlets started reporting on it, and people all over the internet started speculating on it.
Okay, I can tell you how many times I have been to a McDonald's and the ice cream machine isn't working.
See, McDonald's ice cream maker is made by this company called Taylor, who's been making McDonald's equipment since McDonald's was founded. And if you own a McDonald's, you are required to use this ice cream machine. Johnny Harris made a great video about this a couple of years ago. Highly recommend you watch it, and it'll catch you up to speed to this new lawsuit that just came out right at the end of last year.
Mind-numbing 100-page instruction manuals for ice cream makers. I started talking to McDonald's franchise owners and managers, and yes, it turns out there is something really weird going
And when Johnny read through all those service manuals and read through a bunch of the financials, he discovered something interesting. In 2017, Taylor claimed that 25% of their revenues comes from recurring service, i.e. fixing the machines. According to the stats in this report, that'd be $78.75 million a year. But in another report from the company, he found them claiming that actually they make $170 million a year just from maintenance and repair. The entire business model of this company is to put out a faulty product that franchisees are required to use and then to charge hefty fees to repair it constantly. But that is just the start of this. Because a startup named Kitch actually designed a product that you can plug into this ice cream machine and it will hack the ice cream machine's computers and fix the problems for you. It connects to a phone app so you don't have to deal with their stupid little screen, and you can see exactly what's wrong and fix it without calling the repairman. And you can imagine how Taylor felt about that. And this is where we go into straight up conspiracies. Not conspiracy theories. I'm about to read from court documents. So here's a lawsuit filed in 2021 where Kitch sued this dude who's a McDonald's franchise owner and laid out the dirt. This case is about corporate espionage and the extreme steps one manufacturer, Taylor, has taken to conceal and protect a multi-million-dollar repair racket. Kitch soon uncovered a repair racket whereby Taylor designed flawed code that caused the machines to malfunction. So Kitch designed this revolutionary new technology that would fix this problem, and it was worth millions of dollars, and they had to test it out on actual McDonald's machines. But they knew that various companies would try to steal their data, so they created a whole bunch of legal firewalls and NDAs and were very careful about who got their hands on this new Kitch product. And it was for good reason, because Taylor tried to steal it 3 times. First, one of Taylor's distribution managers tried to purchase a device, but Kitch's security protocol flagged and blocked the purchase. Then, a lawyer employed by Taylor's outside counsel attempted to purchase the Kitch solution. Kitch blocked this second attempt. After that, 2 private investigators associated with Taylor used aliases and dummy email addresses to get their hands on the device. Once again, Kitch canceled the orders. They literally hired corporate spies to use fake names to try to get their hands on this software. And when all of that didn't work, they found a McDonald's franchise owner to collaborate and collude with. Everything changed after Tyler Gamble, a major McDonald's franchise and leader of the group that works to introduce new products into McDonald's restaurants, enrolled in the Kitch trial. Gamble approached Kitch and explained that he was the head of McDonald's equipment team, and at first, Gamble appeared to support Kitch's mission. Kitch is informed and believes that this was a ruse. Now we get to the parts of these documents from the court that are fully redacted. Like, I spent the first month of 2024 reading Jeffrey Epstein documents, and McDonald's documents are just as redacted. I think this is because it's proprietary information about Kitch's software inside of here. But anyways, back to this franchise owner, Gamble, who got into the Kitch trial and got his hands on one of their machines and then started using it in conjunction with Taylor, the company, to reverse engineer their technology and to make their own product. During the case of discovery, Kitch later examined that machine and discovered that Gamble's Brownsville device was connected to the internet. Again, if they had taken it off the internet for a long time to do things to it, who knows? And when it connected back to the internet in 2021, its SD card was 90% full. The device log indicated that someone had been accessing the Kitch Solutions device, and the device had been powered on and used for weeks after going offline. However, according to the device log, the cables were disconnected periodically, so the device could not retrieve information or connect to the internet. I.e., they took this device by stealing it from the trial, and then they unplugged it from the internet so it couldn't tell Kitch what they were doing, and then they worked on it in secret to try to reverse engineer it. And then lo and behold, a new product hit the market from Powerhouse Dynamics that was basically an exact replica of Kitch, but not as good. And surprise, surprise, Powerhouse Dynamics is owned by Middleby Corporation, the same company that owns Taylor. You know, this Taylor that makes the ice cream machines? Probably just a coincidence. And now we're caught up to what just happened. But what's the new scoop, you ask? See, back when Kitch was gaining traction, right before their trials got infiltrated, McDonald's had sent out this email warning franchise owners not to use Kitch because it wasn't safe. This was the email where they threatened to void all warranties if you used a Kitch device. They said that it was allegedly really, really dangerous and it's going to turn on while you're repairing it and it'll rip your hands to pieces, despite the machine itself having fail-safes in place to not allow it to turn on when it's open for repair. And then in all bold, they said, as such, McDonald's strongly recommends that you remove the Kitch device from any machines and discontinue all use, and is reminding you da-da-da-da-da. You get the point. But as it turns out, they uncovered an email from the CEO of the Taylor parent company, Middleby, the guy in charge, that was straight up mafia code language for someone killed this product. Quote, not sure if there's anything we can do to slow up the franchise community on the other solution, i.e. Kitch. Not sure what communications from either McD or Mid can or will go out. Like, who knows? Like, maybe it would be a shame if something happened to the other solution. And just about 2 weeks after he sent that email out, McDonald's sent out this email. This is the guy, the CEO of Middleby, Dingleberry, I don't know the name, whatever the name of the company is. He gets paid $9.5 million a year as the CEO. And it's looking like Kitch might win their $900 million lawsuit against McDonald's because they collaborated with this scumbag at the expense of all the franchise owners to the tune of millions of dollars of repair money every year, to the tune of an average of 15% of all McDonald's ice cream machines being out at any given time.
Again, is this a deep conspiracy? Is there like secret backdoor deals going on? No.
See, Johnny Harris and a lot of other mainstream journalists love to do this thing where they show you every part of a conspiracy theory and then they try to be like, see, it's not a conspiracy. It's just normal business. But actually, Johnny, it's looking like there are secret backdoor deals going on. And actually, this is the definition of a conspiracy. This is called corporate espionage, and it's a tactic regularly engaged in to take out competitors, to monopolize markets, and to screw everyone over for the corporation to make more money. So, just one more reason not to buy McDonald's.
McDonald's food is really bad for you anyways. I feel like this shouldn't come as any surprise that there's major corporation espionage going on in the background. Par for the course for any major corporation, I feel like. I think that would be like the normal statistic.
Everyone knows about Epstein Island, but have you heard about Rothschild's Island?
I don't even know who that is.
The Rothschilds are like the most mainstream name when it comes to the Illuminati. Like, everybody knows about them. But yeah, they bought an island off the coast of Antarctica. Why would you want an island in Antarctica?
Why would anyone go to Antarctica?
I think there could be like secret tunnels they have built in under there.
Your go-to is always secret tunnels.
There's no other reason for them to have an island.
Penguins?
Penguins. Yeah, that's really suspicious. Really, 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 really suspicious. They're like the top 3 families that own like most of the money in the world.
We'll be hosting the season premiere of SNL with Ice Spice.
Ooh, look at us, 3 Gen Z icons.
Aren't you like 40?
No. A long time ago, I met this guy and made a deal where I get to stay 25 years old for forever.
What guy?
Tall fella, horns, red fur, I don't know, little hooves.
Keen, that's the devil, dude.
What? I thought it was like a Times Square Elmo or something. What? I thought it was like a Times Square Elmo or something.
Sometimes the face gives away what the brain may be thinking. And I'll leave it at that. Oh my gosh.
The world is definitely not ready to hear this. But there is no real picture of the Earth.
What do you mean?
Every picture that's been released that's on Google and or released from NASA is a 3D render. There's only 2 pictures the Earth claims to have in its vault. Let me show you them right now.
You're telling me that my iPhone 3G wallpaper isn't real?
That's the blue marble. The blue marble, as known from popular media and your iPhone 3, this claims to be an actual photo of the Earth from space.
It's claiming that?
You want me to show you the other one? The other one's hilarious. This is the real one, apparently.
What?
It's called the pale blue dot.
Who took that?
I've taken better pictures whenever my phone is in my pocket accidentally, bro. That's what this looks like.
Why do all these these pictures look so fake.
If you go through Google, there's not a single one that looks even remotely real.
Don't we have pictures of other planets?
I don't think you're ready for that conversation, bro.
Saturn picture. Okay, that is deep. This is made with a PS2.
You're really not ready for that conversation, bro.
That's the blue marble I was talking about. The real photo is what gets me. It's so hard to believe anything we see online these days. Take it with a grain of salt, as you will.
I got in trouble this past February when the electricity went out in Texas and it was cold. Just a couple of months ago.
What did you say?
What'd I say? I tweeted. I said, right now, NASA landed a rover on Mars with a helicopter, and this is at 120 million miles away, controlling it, and it's on Mars where it's 100 degrees below zero. Meanwhile, Texas, where it's cold, has no electricity. So all I said was, maybe NASA, instead of politicians, should run Texas.
That seems pretty reasonable.
Some people just lost their mind. Plus, I don't do what you advised me the last time we post and drop. What's the phrase?
Post and ghost.
Post and ghost.
Yeah.
No, I always peek at what people are saying. I want to know.
You are too popular.
Oh my gosh. Yep. Sometimes the little truth bombs that our brains ponder up can hurt feelings. But I don't know that NASA is particularly in charge of anything. I have some thoughts on that, but I'll keep those to myself. What do you guys think?
What's freakier, being at the bottom of the ocean or being up in space?
Up in space is more surreal. Yeah, because the floating, the earth out the window, the views are better. But being down there was pretty wild, too. I remember once we were doing this experiment where I had my crewmate and I had an ultrasound. And we're doing this telemedicine experiment. So there were these docs in Houston looking at the screen, but there's a delay. And I'm supposed to find her kidney. And I'm like searching around for a kidney. And then I look up and I look out the window and I see a 6-foot hammerhead shark right out the window. That's got to be really weird, right?
You're in that thing, in their world. For how long? 2 weeks?
Yeah.
So is that the weirdest animal that you saw, is the hammerhead?
The scariest thing I saw was one night I was taking a dump. This is a true story. The way you do this, okay, number one, you just pee in the pool, okay? But if you have to go number two, you go into the pool, because you don't want a floater in your pool, right? That's, of course, like Caddyshack, you don't want that.
Right.
So what you do is you go, you don't take a tank, you just take your mask and your fins, and you go down.
Naked?
You can. We had a mixed gender crew, so I wore some trunks, but, you know. And then you just go down, and you have to swim, I don't know, it's like maybe 10, 15 feet. It's not that far. And there's what we call the gazebo, which is just a little dome that has air inside. Now you're out in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, like with no tank, and you're 60 feet down. It's night. You can't see a thing. You're alone in the ocean. But you can see this little gazebo. You swim to that, you pop in, and then you got air, just some valves, you let in some fresh air. And then you hold on, and you take off your trunks, and you just let it rip. But the problem is the fish get accustomed to this.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
So they go there knowing that you're going to poop.
As soon as you drop in the water at night, it's like the dinner bell going off. And there's like school. Yeah. Because this is feeding time.
Whoa. And so you feel them like pecking at the back door?
The worst are the angelfish, because that shape, they can get like right up in there.
Oh,
it's like not cool.
Boy.
So you take your fin off and you're like whacking them.
Oh,
Could you imagine you're taking a deuce and a little thin fish just swims between your butt cheeks? Nope. That's a nope. Okay, hold on. This was posted within the last, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks. What's really intriguing to me is that, I don't know if you recall, but there was something similar to that popping up in random places around the world. So either somebody is really good at, you know, altering these things and adding that in to give you like the what the heck, or if that's really like a photo that's on there, why is that there? Is that an art installment like they said those were popping up around the world? I think there was one in like Europe, and there was like 2 or 3 in the US that they found during our COVID lockdowns, if anyone remembers. What do you guys think it is?
There are 3 places in the world which are really lacking in investigation right now. One of them is the Amazon, 5.5 million square kilometers, very little archaeology done. Another is the Sahara Desert. The Sahara Desert, tough place to work. I can understand why there's little archaeology done there, but the Sahara Desert was green during the Ice Age. It had a completely different climate regime. We should consider the possibility that missing parts of the human story are there. And then under the continental shelves, because sea level rose 400 feet. These are 3 domains that archaeology has largely not investigated.
Well, that's really intriguing. It's also super interesting because if anybody has looked at Google Map at the, I think it's called the Eye of the Sahara, there's a lot of people that speculate that that is actually where Atlantis once was. And the sand moves, like those dunes move in the Sahara. So why, I know it's like a really hot place and it would be like not a great place to do work because you'd be dying of like heat exhaustion, but yeah, I feel like there's a lot that's unexplored. Our oceans are super unexplored. Like, there's like a ridiculous tiny percentage of the ocean that we've actually explored, and it's like 90-something% we haven't. So it's always, yeah, there's a lot we don't know. Makes you scratch your head. I'm gonna leave it on that note. If you liked the video and you want to see more content, just like and follow, and I'm hoping to post at least 3 times a week. Till next time.